Dirty trucking. It's over now. They customer support then went and made me quit. So it's over. Can't take it no more. This do not rent list shit. I'm on the do not rent list again. About $140 from back in November. I don't owe them $140. I keep telling that idiots that this is an error that had to do with the changing of the contracts with the car. You made it look like I kept the car 2 additional days that I turned it in. I didn't turn it in. I brought it back so he can swap the debit card and create the new contract. They charged me for a week, not no week and 2 additional days. Then they created this invoice to make it look like I owed them $140 damn. I don't owe them this shit. This shit just come out the blue when that shit got switched in the car. The rental agreement that's got that other car on the rental agreement when it had Toyota on it when I walked out the damn building. I looked at the damn shit. And I remember him telling him to make sure you go back in and switch the right car. And he did that. They took the payment. I got my rental agreement, walked out the door with it saying Toyota. Then all of a sudden, this little skit they got going on, then jumped up, talking about, you owe $140. And you got to make that payment. Until you pay it, we can't extend your rental. But every time I ask them, who you pay it to? Who do you pay it to? They don't never tell you who you pay it to. Their department don't take payments. The location don't take payments. And evidently, the vehicle extension department ain't taking the payment. Because they keep telling me to call the do not rent list people. Talking about I owe $140. You think you going to re-steal from me the money you stole from me when you stole that $367 and 55 cents and didn't give it back. The bank got this back. Then you going to lie to me when I told you I paid that, but I didn't pay it. Hertz used my debit card unauthorized and took the goddamn payment. Hertz took the motherfucking goddamn payment. Unauthorized after they had received a rental car payment. They went in and took that money the next day. You ain't supposed to do that. I didn't authorize that. I ain't authorized no whenever you want payments. That was back around Thanksgiving. And like I said, when I reported the $367 as stolen money to Detroit police, that $140 wasn't on there. I'm telling you. It just popped up on my account out of fucking nowhere. So then I made the video because I thought that when they switched the rental contract to put the Michigan, the other car on there, that EV shit, whatever that kind of car that was, that 2003 something with Michigan plates, I thought the money I paid, the $288, they had stole half of it. But I forgot. That day is when I went up there to put the new debit card on there. I said, let me check my debit card. And my $288 is on that debit card. So they didn't steal nothing in. They didn't steal nothing. They just somebody switched the rental car on their rental agreement because it said Toyota when I walked out of there. And then all of a sudden, when they couldn't get the payment and I had to call the number, I've never had a problem calling the vehicle extension number saying I need to extend my rental. I didn't have the money in at the time. It's in there now, blah, blah. And we go ahead and extend the rental. I've never had a problem. This shit started the past 3 weeks when they looked at it, talking about it was a car on account. Let me do this, log out, it should be okay. Okay, it was fine. That was the first story. The next week, which was last week, now I owe a bill. Contacted the do not rent list people. I contact them. They tell me I owe a bill, sending me an invoice. This is the first I done heard of it. I've been talking to the rental car location. I've been talking to everybody. These motherfuckers is stealing money, and I'm telling you, Hertz, Avis, all of them is stealing they stealing. I just found out that Hertz be reporting their cars stolen. I just found this out from another Uber driver who said he had the same problem, where they put him off his job. He's on 48 hours this. Avis did this. He's having problems with getting cars. Same thing. It took me 2 years to get that goddamn car. 2 fucking years. And you got me on a do not rent list again. So I called the vehicle extension. They telling me every time they try to process the payment, it pops up, I'm on a do not rent list. No, that don't even sound right, lady. Because the message is, and it's on your automated when you call, please have the rental amount in your account. If we can't get the rental amount, you will receive a message by email or text for your next step. Now, if I was on a do not rent list, I think they would know that up front. It wouldn't wait till you try to process the payment. And see, the problem is they tried to process a payment on Monday. This Monday shit started last week. My payments come out on Tuesday. Somehow my payment auto pay has been switched to Monday. That's what started me to have to call them. I'm driving. I'm like, why did you talk about your failure to get an auto pay on this Monday? You don't get that till Tuesday. So when it happened the first time, I said, this must be a mistake. Well, the money in there, the auto extend will just kick in tomorrow. It didn't. So I ended up calling them that Wednesday to extend the rental. I found I'm on a do not rent list. I'm on a do not rent list. Now they tell me, call this number. I call the do not rent list people. I owe $140, but they don't never tell you who to pay it to. So I called the vehicle extension number back. I said, you the one I've been making my payments to. You handle all the payments on my card. You the one, you the people, your department is who I talk to about any payments dealing with that card. Where's the $140 I owe? The next, she said, well, Miss Morgan, I can go ahead and take the payment for you if you like. Oh, now you can take the payment. I said, for the past 10 hours, I've been arguing with them back and forth talking about I'm on a do not rent list. You're not on a do not rent list. Oh, now I'm not on a do not rent list. I said, well, am I going to have this problem next week? She said, no, you're not on the do not rent list. Well, next week didn't happen. Again, they tried to get an auto pay on a Monday. I didn't call them Tuesday because I didn't have it in there. It's in there. I called today. Let's go ahead and auto extend. I'm on a do not rent list. Call the number. Nothing we can do. Call the number. They open at 9 o'clock. So I called. Same thing. I said, we just got this straight last week. I sent an email with the bill and the letter where the bank investigated. Seen it was an error and it was Hertz that returned the money back to the bank. You took the money when you weren't supposed to. I didn't owe the money. I don't owe the money. They keep telling me I have to pay this money, but don't never tell you who you pay it to. Who am I paying it to? I'm not going to pay you to steal. You stole that money out my motherfucking bank. And you trying to re-steal it, talking about I owe you. So I went up there to find out what's going on. A young guy up there, I ain't never seen before with the dreads. This the motherfucker that every time I call up there, he answers the phone and put me on hold, acting like he with a customer. He just laid the phone down. All 3 of them up in that location on Clinton Township, Gratiot, all 3 of them sitting up there, didn't give a damn. He's got a smirk on his face. The other guy next to him, he got a smirk on his face. It's funny to all 3 of them goddamn guys. All 3 of them. It was funny. Well, only thing we can do is just take the car back. I slammed the keys on the damn counter. Here your car. Got my shit out of there. Fuck you. I'm out. Bye. Fuck you in that damn car. Matter of fact, I'm suing you. I'm suing this location. I'm suing Uber. And I'm suing your do not rent list. How about that? It was this location that is responsible for that goddamn bill. And you're going to sit up and tell me you can't look into the computer that far back. You a goddamn lie. You can go as far back as you want to. That boy telling a motherfucking goddamn lie. And I'm sick of these young ass motherfuckers getting up there lying. He think it's funny. Then I get on the phone with the do not rent list when she first answered, the first lady. She laughing. I said, is there something funny? Now my coworker, this ain't nothing but some Chrysler shit. So I turned the car in, told Uber I quit. I'm finna call the news and tell them this story, see if they can investigate, find out any other drivers this happened to. Now, you do this shit right after I paid my rent. I only got a couple of $100 to my name. You know what I'm finna do? I'm throwing all my shit out my apartment, finna get me a Greyhound, to anywhere, because I'm not going to stay in the state. And then I come home to a jury duty notice. Jury duty notice. I'm not going there. I'm tired of them sending me a fucking jury duty notice. You know damn well, hell, I'm not going to serve on a jury or duty in this motherfucking city or state. Talking about that failure to comply, we can do this. You always talking that trying to arrest me shit in this state. I'm sick of it. You're not going to threaten me. You dismiss my case. You let these people do whatever the fuck they wanted to do me here. And then you talking about, you trying to use a jury duty as a threat to arrest me if I fail you to appear. Well, I'm going to fail you to appear. I'm not going. You understand me? I done told you. I done told this goddamn state. I don't believe in your justice system here. And damn if you're going to have me serving on no motherfucking goddamn jury. I'm tired of going down there. Now, I ain't got no job now. I don't give a fuck about that jury duty day coming up in May. I'm not going to be there. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going to be at this state because of this do not rent list shit. I'm sick of this goddamn city. And I told you, I'm not going to be on any jury duty here.